Younger days reading plays. You know, I was reading Bernard Shaw, I was reading Noel Coward, Tennessee Williams. I spent a lot of time reading plays and performing plays and reading Shakespeare, and it's a really, really good foundation. Interestingly, my first two films were improvised dialogue, but the scripts, I'd written a lot of the dialogue in the prose of the scripts, and I would explain to the actors the points they needed to make with dialogue in the scene.
All of us harbour dark recesses of violence and horror. I'm just a man hiding in the corner with a camera, watching.
The most important thing is, which I always say when I'm speaking to young people, the most important thing is in the organisation. So if you're very, very prepared, plan it. You have to plan it so much more meticulously than you would if you had a big budget and you can designate jobs to people.
This is Mr. Hitchcock's next film.
Fine, if you can get the money.
Who do I make it out to?
So as long as you organise it so well and you have a very clear narrative, beginning, a middle and an end, you don't plan to cut your film together in the edit. You know, don't plan to make the film at that point.
The shape of the film is a continuous one, and the nearest form I can think of is the short story. And one asks an audience to sit continuously for over 2 hours. And I have even found it necessary sometimes to increase the amount of playing by the actor to make it stronger toward the end of the film. In other words, if you have a symphony, always the last movement is the strongest and the biggest when the full orchestra is employed. And also, while we are talking about the analogy of music, this could even apply.
There's so much political commentary on James Bond.
Yeah,
Nobody's ever written about it.
Why do Chinese girls taste different from all other girls?
You think we better, huh?
No, just different.
It's not just about a man blowing things up. It's every James Bond film is a snapshot of the year it was made in.
Well, the way you make films hasn't changed. It's the way you get it into the world has changed, and that's the bit I'm learning. And I think that's very exciting. It's frustrating sometimes because you meet people and you try and get them interested, and they go, and then you come away. And I think if you're any good filmmaker, it should hurt. Every time somebody says no, it should hurt. I think it's actually if you care.
And their remit is quite simple. Employ Norwegians. So that's an output, and promote Norway. Obviously, if you shoot film in Norway, then by definition, you'll be promoting it. So there's two things that they make very clear to us. You understand at the moment, we're not even talking about film. We're just saying, can we? Yes, you can. This is what we want out of it. I mean, they're interested, compared to the British Film Institute, not nearly the same restrictions. They basically saying, come on, shoot film.
Exactly as it you do? I know you chatter on about it all the time, but I've never really paid attention.
I'm a consulting detective. I'm the only one in the world. I invented the job.
Oh, boy.
What's wrong?
I can't comment without violating our agreement that I not criticize your work.
It's an experiment.
Perhaps you mean a different thing than I do when you say science.
I can't necessarily say that women are acting like men, not at all. I just think it's got to do with characters and how they can relate to characters. I think going back to the previous point that I made, that he studies acting and actually understands processes behind when you're breaking down the character, breaking down the script, and you're breaking everything down. You understand what the actor has done, and you're able to bring that to when you go there. You should be able to create a good relationship and get the best out of it.
I agree. Co-production should be the way forward. I've had a smell about it there. It's smelling. I mean, I went there. And of course, I think that I still have difficulty there doing what I wanted to do, like I did before.
It is to this high purpose that I now call my people at home and my peoples across the seas who will make our cause their own. I ask them to stand calm and firm and united in this time of trial.